Hello there, haven't seen you for a while, apologies for that. Started off really well and finding it harder and harder to get motivated to do these. Anyway, what I thought I'd do today is look at a very short sequence to help you unwind at the end, to help you unwind, de-stress or get ready for bed. If you're anything like me, as this time has gone on and we've not been at work, I'm having more and more trouble sleeping and getting to sleep at night. So this little routine is designed to just slow the mind down and help you prepare for bed. I'll put some adaptions in as we go through, and there might be a couple of things that will help you. If you're not terribly flexible, then a block like this, you could use a large book or a pillow, something along those lines would be useful. And again, belt. This is just a yoga strap, however, a dressing gown, belt or any piece of material will do to help with that one. So as this is designed as a very slow one, there's no warm up for this, it's just getting ready for bed. So we're going to start ourselves off in on all fours. And I will need to be turning around through this because in order to fit in the video I have to be up against the back wall. So on all fours, spread your fingers nice and wide, put your wrists beneath your shoulders, knees hip distance apart and directly beneath your hips. And then as we breathe in, we're just going to take our tailbone up and lift our chest forward. And then as you breathe out, you're going to take your chin to your chest and tuck your tailbone under. And you'll just keep doing that in the rhythm of your breath. So as you breathe in, you lift it forward, breathe out, and you take your chin to your chest. Just do those a few more times, and this is at your speed because this is your practice. Ready to relax for you. So just keep going. Make sure it's in time with your breath. No need to rush this one. This is all about slowing down, controlling our breathing and unwinding. Just do one more. And then we're going to come back into child's pose. So that's sit back on your heels and reach forward and just put your head on the floor. If you want to, you can just put your head on the block there if you're not feeling terribly flexible or don't want to go all the way down. So we just hold it there and breathe deeply into your ribs. I'm just going to come up so I can speak to you. As you breathe in, you should feel your rib cage expanding, particularly on your back. So nice deep breaths in and then breathe out. And we're going to hold it there for 5 breaths, nice and slow. And you want to try and get your bum down onto your heels. If you can't, then you can either put a block behind there, although that can be a bit tight, if you need support, or put a cushion there. From there, we'll come back up onto all fours and we're going to thread the needle now. Again, this is one, if you have difficulty with your head, you can bring adaption in. So as we breathe in, we're going to lift our one arm up into the air and turn to look at it, and then you're going to bring that arm through and put your cheek on the floor like this. If you can't go down that far, you can put your block there and go onto that to make it slightly easier. Because a book will do as well. When you're there, you're going to do 5 nice deep breaths on each side. Count as you breathe in and make the exhale the same length. So maybe breathe in for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. And when you've done that, we'll come back up onto all fours, ready to repeat that on the other side. So lift your arm up, you look up towards it and then thread it through underneath. Take your cheek down to either the floor, your block or book, and hold it there and breathe nice and slowly. Inhale in for 4, feeling that rib cage expand as you fill it with breath, and then exhale for 4. Don't know about you, but I'm starting to fall asleep just doing this one. Okay, then we'll come back up to all fours. Just tuck your toes under and step your right foot forward and go into a low lunge. So you want to make sure that your knee is directly above your ankle, your back leg is extended with your heel pushing backwards, and your hands are on either side of your foot. If you can't reach all the way down there, then you could put something there to hold them. And we just breathe in again, we'll hold it. Then we'll step back into our down dog and just bring your other foot forward and repeat it on the other leg. Again, remembering knee above ankle so as you don't put any pressure, undue pressure on joints, and your heel extending backwards, stretching out that back leg. Keep your chest lifted. When I say lifted, it won't come all the way up, but don't sit there like that. And from there, just bring yourself around to a seated position. Put your feet together in front of you. They can be close up here or they can be away from you. It makes no difference, it's whatever you can do. If your knees don't like being up like this, you can put something underneath them to support them. But we're just going to hold onto our feet, hold onto our ankles, and as we breathe in, we're just going to straighten up, and as we breathe out, we're just going to push down on our knees and maybe lean forward just a little bit to get the stretch in your hips. As you breathe in, you can release the stretch a bit. And then as you breathe out, push down again. So with this one, you are leaning forward, but keeping your back straight. So you're not doing that. So we breathe in again. Breathe out. Come back to face you. Straighten your legs out in front of you, and then bring your left leg over your right leg. Take your right arm up in the air and wrap it around your left leg. Now with this, you're trying to turn the top half towards your thigh, so your right hand side should be turning towards your thigh there. And we're going to lift our left arm up in the air and take it down behind us and just look over your left shoulder. The closer you have that arm to your bum, the bigger the stretch you're going to be feeling. So just hold it there, and on each out breath, just see if you can turn a little bit more and then hold it. And again, we'll hold it there for 5 breaths. And we're going to swap over and repeat that on the other leg. So right leg over left leg, left arm up in the air, reach around, right arm up, and then as you breathe out, just twist your upper body around so that it's coming into contact with your right thigh if you can, and look over your right shoulder. And then come back around to the front and take yourself down onto the floor. Now here, going to be doing a bridge pose. Again, if you're struggling with this and it is late at night, even though it's light outside, you can use a block, pillow, cushion or book, anything to just support you. So with this, we're only going to be doing it once and we'll be holding it. So as you breathe in, you tip your tailbone under, tuck it under, and then you lift yourself up. And we're going to hold it there. If you wanted to take something there to hold, to give you a bit of support there, you can do. Otherwise, you're just going to hold it there. Interlace your fingers underneath your arm, underneath your bum if you want. And breathe in and out. Sorry, hope you didn't hear that, it was my tummy. Really feeling that those glutes contracting. Take your arms away. And as you breathe out, just lower yourself gently down to the floor. For the next one, we're going to be doing a revolved hand to big toe. So if you're not terribly flexible, this is where we use one of these. Again, I'm going to need to turn around because I can't stretch beyond the wall. So you lie on the floor, both legs extended. Now in my case, I'm going to bring my right leg in and just hug it in close to the chest. Now, if you're flexible, you might be able to hold on to your big toe like that. If you're not, that is really not a problem. Yoga is accessible to everybody. You can just use your strap, dressing gown, belt or whatever, and loop that over your leg. And what's going to happen then is you are just going to lower that down over to the left hand side, so you're twisting across your body. You're keeping both of your shoulder blades down on the floor. So your upper back, shoulder blades kept down, your leg is going over. And then when you've done that, and your 5 breaths, then we will just come back up to sitting. And I have to turn around because of the wall. Really need a bigger house, don't I? And again, we'll lie down flat on the floor. Bring your left leg in and hug it towards your chest. And then do whatever it is that you're doing to hold onto your foot. So I'll just use the band on my strap. And then as you breathe out, take it over to the opposite side, so it's crossing over your body. If that's too hard, then you can put a block underneath your foot or on your knee so that you can rest it on there. And you want to take your head over to the opposite side, making sure that both shoulder blades stay down on the floor. Lift it back up to the centre. Unhook yourself and bring both knees in towards your chest. Then take your hands up the inside and hold on to the outside of your feet. This is called happy baby pose, probably because we can all remember seeing babies looking like this. Okay, so we're just going to stay like this. If you want to, then you can shine your soles up towards the ceiling and press upwards with them as your arms are pulling downwards. And you should feel your lower spine is being pressed down into the floor. Again, you stay there in that position doing that. Then let go of your feet and your arms and bring your arms down to your side and let your feet just lengthen away from you. I want you to close your eyes and we're going to do a little bit of breath control now, something called Samavitri. And I'm going to talk you through that one. It's going to involve breathing in, holding your breath on different times. So if you're nice and comfortable, like I said, I'm sitting up, you stay lying down, keep those eyes closed. And I want you to breathe in nice and deeply for a count of 4. Then I want you to hold for 4. Then we breathe out for 4. And hold again for 4. Repeat that 4 more times. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. Going to let you do that now at your own pace, another 3 times. So breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. Breathe in for 4, expanding that rib cage. Hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. I want you to come back to your normal breathing pattern now and just lie on the floor in corpse pose. So just allow your legs to relax, your ankles and your feet to just drop outwards, your arms to join them, and keep your eyes closed and just breathe normally. Take a few moments there to be thankful for the fact we've been able to come to the mat and practice, that we're all well enough and able to be here. Be thankful for the small things. Just bring your focus to your body and scan over it, looking for any areas of tension. If you find something, just focus in on it. Maybe give it a little wiggle, see if it releases. Okay, you can stay there in that position if you like, and just carry on with some Shavasana, or just push yourself up gently to sit in. Bring our hands together at our heart centre, and Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope that that works and that we all get a good night's sleep after it. Thank you.